Okay, let's start with the first exercise. I would like you, sorry, would you like something to drink? Anything, as long as it's hot. As long as is a temporal structure, just like till, until, before, after, and an array of other such structures, and you can find more information about them in the 7th point of the tenses handout that I gave you in the first semester. It's in the compilations. The woman is said, this refers to the past, so we need to say to have. The woman is said to have bought 100 liters of petrol last weekend, but she denies being there at the time. Deny is connected to ing. This is just first conditional. If they wish to redecorate their flat next summer, they had better take a loan. This is had better structure. Never, this is inversion, so we need to have the verb after never. Never have I eaten such a tasty dish. Nor have I. Your cake tastes fabulously. It's absolutely delicious. We are. If you want to know more about adjectives and adverbs, here's a nice article on our website. Very clearly tells you how adjectives and adverbs work, how they modify, what they modify, how you need to use them in the sentences. So have a look at this link. It provides a very proper description, or you can just freeze frame and read through this short description. It's a very brief and short and accurate description. Okay, assuming you did that, let's move on. I would rather so much. I know that nursery homes aren't like paradise, but I'm sure he'll. I would rather he. Okay, so we have two people, well, I and he, and it's referring to the present or yeah, present or future, probably a present situation, or it will result from the context. But let's see what the options are. Didn't complain, isn't complaining, doesn't complain. Okay, so basically we have A and B probably as the most probable options. Let's look at the second part of the sentence again. I know that nursery homes aren't like paradise, but I'm sure he will get used to it. Przyzwyczaić się do czegoś. He will get used to it. So option B looks like the most probable one. I would rather he didn't complain. We have two people referring to the present, that's why we use past simple, and get used to it is the proper form. I wish that soup, it was awful. Such is not a good option here, so A will not be a probable answer. I wish I had never tasted. Yes, that looks good. It was so awful. It refers to the past and we are using wish, so we need to use the past perfect here. Point 8. She behaves as if she crazy, but she's always been so sensible. Okay, so she's not crazy and we are just speculating that at this, we're just saying that at this moment she is behaving as if she was or were crazy. That's why we want to use past simple. That's why we want to use this is a speculation regarding the present situation, so we use past simple with that. She behaves as if she was crazy, but she can't be, she mustn't be. She behaves as if she was crazy, but she mustn't be. She's always no, sorry, can't be, of course. D. So she behaves as if she was crazy, but she can't be. I was looking for where, but there's no where here. I was pretty sure that there's going to be where somewhere in there, but there's no where. So was and where are interchangeable in this context, but I was kind of hoping that we would see where here. And anyway, the only possible option here we have D and we have can't in the second one. So ona zachowuje się jakby była szalona, ale nie może być, przecież zawsze była taka rozsądna. So she can't be, she's always been so sensible. Yeah. Didn't really work for me here. 9. I know before that it was a secret. I would not her mother. Okay, so we have inversion with third conditional most likely, because this is referring to a past situation. So had I known before that it was a secret, I wouldn't have told her mother. the blizzard, we off much earlier. Now we have a 3-hour delay. If it hadn't been for the blizzard, we would have set off much earlier. That looks very good. Let's see what the other options are, but it's not a correct one. Had it been for, not a correct one. If it weren't for, not for a past situation. So B, C, and D are not appropriate. A is the right choice here. Okay, I think we're gonna do exercise 2 in this one take, and then in the second part of the video, we'll move on to exercise 3. So let's have a look at exercise 2. The minister demands that the generals be honored before they retire. I think in the previous videos I talked about subjunctive and how in such situation, and I explained this at length. So in such situation we used be without an inflection. If you're still not sure about it, watch the previous videos. I'm sure at one point in one of those videos I explained this, and I also explained this in class. If you still have problems with subjunctive, you have to Google around, because this isn't very difficult. It just means that in a context where you have some official orders or statements like "God save the Queen," we do not use inflection. We do not put s at the end or any other inflection at the end of the verb. So that's pretty clear and simple. This isn't really very complicated. They may break into the house during the day. Everything's possible since I'm at work most of the day. Okay, so just may break. When we met, she asked me how I was and if I had already seen the latest Star Wars film. I would like to apologize. I truly regret behaving as I did at Chris's party. We're going to wait for our new flat at least 3 days. The ground floor is being built at the moment. This is a present situation. I know I'd be happy to talk to him, but I hate talking to strangers. So if I knew that man, I would be happy to talk to him, but I hate talking to strangers. Okay, so if I knew that man, because the situation here is that probably he sees this man right now, and he doesn't know him, but he's speculating. So it's a speculation for the present, and in such situations we use past simple and second conditional, of course. The athlete, number 7. The athlete is said to have twisted her ankle when she was almost finishing the run. That's a past situation, so we said is said to have twisted. Is said to be, is said to have been. Is said to be is for the present, is said to have been is for the past. I wish Bob. If we have a situation where we are using wish and the situation is irritating us, we use wish with would. I wish Bob would tidy his room more often. By next month, okay, so when I see by next month, I already see future perfect somewhere, so, or future perfect continuous. Let's look at the sentence. By next month, I work in this company for a year. This is future perfect continuous because we say we have for a year. When we have for a year, this means it's going to be we're talking about a specific period of time. So future perfect continuous. And if you're still not sure why, go and see the perfect. Go and see the perfect tenses movie on our channel. By next month, I will have been working in the company for a year. Unless you are meticulous, you will not do it well. Okay, first conditional, just first conditional if you are not meticulous, or unless you are meticulous. Okay, fantastic. Remember that unless includes the negation, so we do not use the negation after it. Okay, in a moment we'll see exercise 3 and exercise 4. Okay, see you next movie.